Hello and welcome to More and That, the weekly show where we give you our opinions and more detail on the big pop culture news of the week. मेरा नाम है इब्राहिम खान
और मैं हूँ यमन राजा
और Eamon, what's the first news that we're
जो अब हमें बिल्कुल वीडियो से पहले सुन रहे थे young stunners it has stunned everyone again I guess.
So good. Acha, I listened to this track maybe a month ago and I think क्योंकि young stunners जो हैं because I'm an older person तो I think they've been around for 6-7 years and ऐसा possible नहीं है कि आपने कहीं इनके sample ना सुना हो TikTok पे कहीं पे you've been hearing them but they sort of like मेरी consciousness में मेरी awareness के उसमें fully about a month ago you know I listened to a lot of their tracks and just I'm a fanboy now. तो मैंने ये track भी सुना था before but the music video has released now and it's quite a music video.
It is. I was just like glued to the screen throughout. It was very captivating. और लेकिन मैं I don't really like religiously follow them. But ये है कि जब भी कुछ लगा हो तो because my younger sister she loves them. She is like a huge fan. तो जब लगा हो तो it's hard to just ignore them. They kind of pull you towards them.
You know, they have this fierce kind of quality, especially, Talha Anjum. His face is just like so hungry and so intense. And that's something also that you see in their lyrics. पर खैर the video is really interesting. I think ये सबसे हमें high budget वो लग रहा है और इसके अंदर थोड़ा सा they've just done the PSL anthem.
I really liked your part उधर भी वैसे.
Yeah, so they've made it. So now we're seeing them doing lines and everything. Well, Talha Anjum specifically, we're seeing him doing lines and everything. We're seeing the sort of like show business angle to it and. I thought we'd just include some of the comments. So, do you want to go first?
Yeah, I think people are trying to just make sense out of the video and coming up with their conspiracy theories कि ये इसके बारे में. So, a comment says that Talhah Yunus is writing a story in which Talha Anjum is the main character. The story that follows is of Talha Anjum, but in the climax we get two endings. In one, he has an accident and is standing in front of Talha Yunus. In second, he is standing in front of a mirror seeing himself as Talha Yunus. This means the story which Talha Yunus writes is inspired from his own real past.
Right.
What did you get from the video though?
Acha, so that might explain. There is a leather-bound diary or something
Exactly.
जो मैंने notice किया कि वो reference उन्होंने जगह-जगह उसको किया है. So that might be a thing. मैंने एक चीज़ notice की थी कि Talha Yunus is almost like a conscience. कि this guy is obviously making some bad choices. He's dealing drugs. And then he's on a spiral and the other guy is very stoic and sort of, you can see kind of him judging quietly. So, kuch to hai, there's definitely a story. They had that. I'm going to read a funny comment. EM Onimus on the video says, fun fact, Anjum gave better expressions than Ananya Pandey's whole career. So, well, that was a good performance. No offense to Ananya Pandey. I haven't actually seen any of her films. I know she gets a lot of flack for not being a great actress, but I don't know whether or not that's true.
So another comment says, girls who listen to young stunners are wife material.
All right. Wife, there you go. Gaming के बारे में ये सुना था. This is another level. Obviously, क्या कहते हैं, they have a lot of fan following.
Especially among the young. मेरी बहन तो पागल है literally loves them.
अच्छा मेरा question है तो comments में people do youngsters have fans in India as well? Do they have a following in India? Please
they should.
If you're watching from India, please let us know. This is a really funny comment. Farhan Hamid wrote, Anjum crashes car into the tree. Meanwhile, Yunus, I'm never sober but I stay clear. I noticed that overlap as well. That was interesting.
People are like, boys, you really explained the scenario. So people are getting what they are basically trying to show. Another comment from Virtual says, it's inspired by the anime Death Note, where as one of the characters have a book, which when he writes someone's name in it, the person dies.
Yeah, so there's sort of like a comic or something called Death Note, which there was a series or a movie based on this, and that's the वो के वो लिखता है, तो शायद वो थोड़ा सा इन्होंने concept वो वाला भी leather bound उसका use किया हुआ है. I don't know what.
I think it's interesting कि बहुत से आपको different perspective से लोग देख रहे हैं. They surely had everyone's attention.
मेरे पास भी एक fan theory है, हसन टगार, Tagar. I don't know how to say that. Sorry if I butchered your name. Says this is pretty long. Yunus is no less than a devil or the angel of death in this video, or he's an angel that records our deeds. He's repeatedly talking about how he doesn't write Afsanay anymore, and he can't be seen by anyone. Brackets, मैं दुनिया को देखता नहीं हूँ. This implies that he's not a living human being. The fact that he's everywhere but yet nobody notices him also supports this claim. He can only be seen by Anjum after he crashed the car, so it is possible that Anjum died in a car crash and his time had come. Maybe being an angel of death, Yunus knew all along that he was going to die, and that is why he was with him the whole time but couldn't be seen.
That's an interesting one, वैसे.
Yeah,
Makes
I do think in that moment when he sees him is, yeah, that does kind of denote death. So this I buy. But yeah, really interesting. You have another comment or?
People are saying कि हिम्मत मत हारना number 1 trending पे लेके जाना है. So you know, young stunner fan base is
Yes.
at work.
Great track. Good job, boys.